Nikita Floyd. The name of the company is Green Forever Landscaping and Design Incorporated. And we are here in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And I still had a job. I was working at a hotel. And I remember, because I would work at the hotel in the wintertime, I was a banquet server where, you serve banquets. And most of the time the functions were booked in the wintertime. So I was able to work in the summer. And so around the third year that I was in business, I realized that I didn't want to work at the hotel anymore.
Okay.
But so I would always have to do this tug of war, which when other people decide to go into business, I would tell them, because it was the same thing that happened to me. When you find yourself calling in more than you're going in, that's how you know when it's time to let the job go.
Yes.
And I would look at, okay, I'm making $10 an hour at work, but when I'm going to cut a tree down or something like that, I would make 5 times more than that that day. So that was extremely motivating.
Yeah.
So my manager said, if it doesn't work, you can come back.
Okay.
And 34 years later, I never went back. There's an old saying that a successful black man who first sold Amway and became a multi-millionaire. And I adopted his saying. I changed it up a little bit, but in my words, you spend a few years doing what people won't do, you spend the rest of your life like other people cannot. And that was always a motto that I understood.
Yeah.
I'm going to go dig in this trench. I'm going to go pick these needles out of the mulch beds in these nasty, squalid areas. I'm going to deal with the rats. I'm going to deal with all the other things that come along with, with this type of job, cleaning up stuff, and then you got to haul stuff. People got furniture, and, people always lying when they got to move. They say, I got a mattress in a box spring, and it'd be, 15 boxes, mattress, box spring, headboard, footboard. I mean, but you do it because you got to hustle and make money.
Yeah.
And you pick up all kinds of jobs the best way. You'll be surprised when you are starting a business, even if you're starting a business. Let's just say you are doing medical billing. So you have a computer and you're doing medical billing, but if somebody asks you to write a paper and you'll charge them so many dollars per page, and then if you got to deliver it, you're gonna charge them gas. You'll get real creative, trying to make a living, and that's how it was in the early years. In the landscaping, I would move furniture, I would haul things, cut grass, cut trees, and just a multitude of things.
Yeah, wear a lot of hats for sure.
And I always say on the radio, your passion is for you. Your purpose is for other people.
Ooh.
And so it's a twofold. When people want to know, sometimes people say, God, what would you have me to do? You got to pray for purpose. And God will give you your passion to fulfill your purpose.
Okay.
And it's something, you have to learn. You got to live a while to learn that.
You're full of little nuggets like this, huh?
Yeah, well, these you gotta have those types of thoughts to survive, because there's sometimes you want to sell it, you want to just throw it in the can or whatever. I figured if I can, I always had these characters in me, and so I wanted to do a variety show.
Okay.
So I started doing these videos, but it was going to be like kind of like an environmental variety show with still educating people, kind of like how my radio show is.
Okay.
I get to bring in the elements of sex, um, the craft of landscaping, and current events, all in one. And so, but I would make these videos to make like a teaser, a sizzle reel.
Okay.
Is what they call them, to give snippets. And I've gotten calls, and NBC offered me a show. Oprah called me for a show. I didn't get it. Sweetie Pies beat me out in my show.
Wow, this is an interesting background. I've never heard you mention this before.
Yeah, I try to, some of you try to bury. And so some of these characters was a part of the variety show, the environmental variety show that I wanted to do. Big Charm Woman is nothing but Geraldine, who knows the environment. Sassy, and is always quick-witted, always got something to say. And I guess you can see when I smile, I think about, because my personality is very genuine and genuinely animated. And I like that part of me,
So where is Big Charm Woman in these YouTube videos now? Do you still do them for fun?
No.
Promotion of the business? No,
I don't do it, but I can if I need to.
So in my It's Me approach, when I have people craft their elevator pitch, it's, like I said, 5 areas of coverage. So it's saying, this is me, this is who I am, this is my business, this is what I have to offer. And it's ITSME, it's me. And so that's how, people can remember the 5 components. But that I is the introduction, just introducing yourself, the name, your name of the business, because you would be surprised how many people actually forget to lead with that. The T is your truth, your testimony, your trauma, which I heard in, telling your story. When you said you wrote it down and that's what you presented to the Chamber of Commerce, that's what sold people on supporting you and seeing your recovery, is being forthcoming, being, honest and authentic about your experience and how that has shaped you and how it's shaped your business. So that's the T. The S is the solution. So now here's my truth, here's my story. Now this is how I'm the solution to your problem. The M is then mastery and credentials. What are you doing to master your craft? I told you before, I'm coaching people who are returning citizens. I'm coaching people who are widowed and perhaps have never worked before. You are perhaps someone who may not have an academic background. You don't have 3 letters behind your name, but you are doing work daily to master your craft and establish credibility in your field. And so that's what the M is. What am I doing on a daily basis to represent my brand, to establish my credibility? What makes me a subject matter expert in this field? So that's the M. And then the E is moving on to talk about your enterprise, to go more into depth about your experience. So that's the 5 steps. If you capture all 5 of these things in your elevator pitch, it is authentic, it's persuasive, because you are, really telling your story, really representing yourself and your brand with the It's Me approach. So I could hear that. That's what made me, ask you to go into a little bit more detail about the elevator pitch when you mentioned that story, because that is exactly what persuades people to buy into what it is you're selling because they're connecting with you. You are now a relatable and credible person.
Well, I want to tell you this. A lot of times people will be ashamed to say they put their gun to their head. But by me doing that,
mm-hmm.
the CWP approached me. I have a contract, a clean water partnership.
Mm.
They're one of my main clients now, and they pay me an average of $2 million a year, just that one client.